Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. I don't take your support for granted and I really appreciate you so much. Now, the newspaper we are receiving today, it is well written, Saturday, and you can as well see the writing. Kimeumana and Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, they are facing different direction. Again, inside Ruto's shilling 4 trillion 2024 budget. The other one writing is that Ruto's MPs over city demolition. Only Ruto have called crisis talk. Those are whatever have been written on the newspaper today. Higher, the interesting story is here with us. Kenyan newspaper review: Kenya Kwanza PG meeting postponed amid growing internal tension. On Saturday, June 8th, the local dailies widely reported of the growing discontent within the ruling Kenya Kwanza alliance amid President William Ruto's attempt to put his house in order. And that is the interesting story I want to discuss about. We call it turning nasty under UDA government. Now things are falling apart as the MPs are now hiding and they don't have time to listen for the financial bill, which should be actually accomplished on 13th June this month, that is by next week. Things are now turning worst as some of the National Assembly are now boycotting this crisis meeting, which was supposed to be held today in Statehouse, Nairobi. Welcome back again to our YouTube channel, and if this might be your first time watching me as on Kenya TV YouTube channel, just a quick reminder: take a 1 second and click that subscriptions button and subscribe to our channel. Like this video, watch, share, and give us your opinion. Now, back to the topic of discussion. There are some National Assembly MPs who are blaming each other. And for those who have read that newspaper, down there we are seeing MPs like Kimani Ichung'wah, Silvanus Osoro, Ndini Nyoro, Opiyo Wandayi. They are now creating political tension after there was disagreement that this financial bill, they had the loop or the rumors that Kenyans are going against it, majority of Kenyans. And we recall whatever I said the other video, where we saw millions of Kenyans storm the Nairobi CBD and demanding justice for their rights, as the MPs were hiding except Babu Owino and Atandi, who came out from the parliament to talk to wananchi. Now, the National Assembly leader of majority, Kimani Ichung'wah, demanded respect and mentorship from senior leaders, indirectly criticizing the deputy president. You see, that is where the fallout is now beginning. Amid this tension, all eyes are on President Ruto to bring order to the alliance with the upcoming PG meeting, which have heated the world. There's no meeting, as Ruto was being expected today to hold a meeting in State House. I want us to break this into our today's analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, things are now changing as some of the UDA elites have now opened their eyes and they are seeing there is pressure coming from the people across the country. Number one, these people, they no longer have interest on the lies. And when I talk about lies, majority of Kenya Kwanza governors, MPs, and more so, let me say, leaders across the country, they lie a lot based on their promises which they made during their campaign 2022 August general election. Now, the newspaper is clearly indicating whatever is taking place in the country. And for President Ruto to come out clearly and convince the people across the country, this is going to be difficult. And remember, the votes which Ruto will require when it's come 2027 is going to be different. How he inquire the vote of 2022 general August election. Because people have diverted their mind. According to whatever is taking place, the viral news is trending in social media, is that the country is now headed into wrong direction because of impunity, taxation, lack of respect being shown by the leaders to those who voted for them. Rigathi Gachagua also slams that, and speaking in his area the other day, and I think I analyzed it, he emphasized on who are the bosses in this country. And he said very well that the bosses in this country are the people, the wananchi. And I seconded this by giving a good example of the former United States of American President Abraham Lincoln by describing the government. And he well said that the government is made by the people, for the people, with the people. So it is very clear that if Ruto is having that mentality, that he wants to implement heavy taxation to the people across the country as a president, he must think that these people whom he wants to intimidate on taxes, and again on the issue of some political interest, then these people are going to abandon him. And it might be taken as a joke, but things are now worsening on the ground. Number one, the advice I can give is he must now create time to listen to the people. That's the first thing he must do. Then number two, he should avoid talking too much. You know, when you talk too much, you don't have time to concentrate and listen to whatever is taking place. I really like how Uhuru used to handle the government or the situation like this. Uhuru was not talking too much, this and that, promises now left, right and center, but he was very much focused on the economy. Although some people were saying, oh, ni mlevi. Well, watongea usiku, watongea mchana, but we'll all go to our beds. Now, as this widely reported is growing across the country, the MPs are also quitting this meeting because of the pressure which the wananchi is giving them. The people in the republic demanding this bill to be removed because it is harmful to them. And that is why they have set all their eyes at the National Assembly, where they are demanding this bill to be removed by the MPs. But we have cowardice MPs who cannot stand and speak of their own. For instance, my area region, my MP cannot even stand. I have never even seen him in the parliament speaking and discussing about the agenda affecting our country. He's very quiet. People like PK Salasia, their work is just to expose their mentality, mediocrity, on how they drive, on how they do that. But they never come out in the parliament and talk of sense. The only person whom I have heard speaking of sense is this MP from, by the way, Kimani Chungwa was speaking on that one man, one vote, one shilling in the parliament. And again, Silvanus Osoro spoke about the issue of resources distribution, which he went against it. I mean, such kind of discussion is very much essential As a MP, you must speak and you must express whatever the constituency, your people in the constituency are talking about. So all this have made the meeting today in State House to be cancelled because there is political disagreement. Every person is demanding for his or her right, but things are now not okay. So President Ruto must now come out clearly. I don't know if he's going to come, because I was just reading his schedules. He is soon going to Nyanza for one week visitation. That is also side of taxation, because remember, visiting Nyanza, he must use jet, or even if he is using the road, the tax must be there, the securities, the bodyguard, the doctors, the food. Time will tell. But what should be done is he must now put his house in order, or else is the one who is going to mess this country into a very pathetic situation. And that is what I can conclude, and that is whatever have been reported on our today's analysis by the Saturday newspaper. Ladies and gentlemen, drop your opinion on this discussion. Thank you very much, and bye bye, as you hope to meet on another analysis.